Barney, he'll wave a paw his friends to greet. Barney, Barney, he likes to hear a story or two. Barney, Barney, he wants to be a friend to you.
Hello boys and girls, and welcome to the Barney Bear Club. Here's Barney. You're going to wave to everybody, Barney. Like to wave to the bears? Yes, like to wave to the bears, Barney. That's it. Now, Barney and boys and girls, it's time for the third chapter of the Easter story. Are you enjoying the story, Barney? You've got something to eat in your bag. Oh, shall we show the boys and girls? Now, boys and girls, let's have a look inside Barney's bag. We're going to get out the bag. There's another bag inside Barney's bag today. How many bags is that, Barney? 2 bags, that's right. Now, let's check what's inside this bag. I think I better hold it because we don't want you getting chocolatey paws, do we? No. Now, boys and girls, inside this bag today we have, smells very nice, it does, doesn't it? We have a chocolate Easter egg. Now, we brought this along. Brought it along because you want to eat it. We brought it along to show the boys and girls that this is the kind of egg that we give one another at Easter. Sometimes they're bigger than that, that's right, yes. All different sizes of chocolate Easter egg, boys and girls, is what we give to one another to remember Easter in our country. That's right. Now, are we ready to continue with the Easter story, Barney? Now, the Easter story continues when Jesus leaves the house where he was celebrating the Last Supper with his disciples. They sing a hymn and they leave and they go to a garden called the Garden of Gethsemane, and there Jesus prays. Now, do you think we could spell garden, Barney? You're not sure? Yes, I'll help you. What do you think it starts with? A G, that's right. G for garden. Now, can you think what else? An A, that's right, yes. A. R, yes, you're doing well, Barney. Now it's garden. D, well done. D. E, that's right, you can spell, can't you? And N, that's right, garden. Now, what did we say Jesus went in the Garden of Gethsemane to do? To pray, that's right, can you spell pray? Very good, P-R-A-Y. Shall we put pray up onto the storyboard? And a Y. That's it. Now, when Jesus went into the garden to pray, he took 3 disciples with him. That was Peter, James and John. And he said to those 3 disciples, now you watch out while I pray. And then he went away to pray. Can you see in the picture? There's Jesus praying. Oh dear, but look what happens to the disciples. They've fallen asleep, that's right. So Jesus came back and he said to the disciples, you need to stay awake while I pray. You need to stay awake for an hour. So he went away and Jesus prayed. Now Jesus prayed because he was a little bit worried because he knew that some bad things were going to happen to him. And he prayed for God to help him to get through the bad things. And he went back again and oh, look what happened. The disciples had fallen asleep again. Yes, Oh dear. So he went back again to pray. You see, we can pray whenever we need God's help as well, can't we, Barney? Jesus knew that he needed God's help to get through what was going to happen to him next in his life. And during this time of prayer, he said to God, whatever you want to happen to me, God, let that happen to me. See? He was obedient to God. Do you know what obedient means? It means doing as you're told. Yes, that's right. And so, the third time he went back and he told the disciples that it was now time for them to leave the garden. Meanwhile, a whole crowd of people arrived. Can you see who is in the crowd, Barney? Some soldiers, yes, and one of Jesus' disciples came, and that was Judas. Now Judas had decided that he was going to betray Jesus. What does betray mean? Well, it means he was going to hand him over. He was going to turn against Jesus and let Jesus be taken away. Yes, Jesus was a good man, yes. And so, Judas went up to Jesus and he gave him a kiss, because that was a sign to the crowd that that was Jesus. So, Judas went and kissed Jesus, and then the soldiers took hold of Jesus and they took him away. Oh, I told you it was going to be sad, didn't I? Yes, it's sad, yes. Right. So Jesus went away to trial, to a court. Now, do you know what happens in the court, Barney? That's right, people decide about somebody whether they've done something bad or not, don't they? Yes. So the first court that Jesus was taken to was called the Sanhedrin. And there they told things about Jesus in the court that weren't true. Bad things about him. And he got into trouble about it. But you know what happened, Barney? Jesus didn't open his mouth. Yes, you would have thought he would have said that they were telling lies, but he didn't say anything, except at one point, the leader of the court turned to Jesus and said, "Is it right that you are the Son of God, Jesus?" And Jesus said yes to that. Now, so this court decided that Jesus was going to go to the Roman court now, and he was going to go before the governor. So the next picture that we have, do you want to help me? That's it. Put the next picture up on our storyboard. The next picture shows Jesus. Can you see Jesus there in white? And there is Pontius Pilate. He was the governor at that time, the Roman governor. And Jesus was taken before Pontius Pilate. Yes, it would have been a little bit of a scary thing to happen. And again, Jesus didn't say anything, and he was being accused of things that weren't right. He just kept quiet. And then at one point, Pilate said to Jesus, "Is it true that you are the King of the Jews?" And Jesus agreed to that. Right, so the next thing that happened was that the Jews from the other court, they were stirring up all the people against Jesus. Yes, Jesus was a good man, yes, that wasn't a nice thing to do to him, was it? No. And they wanted Jesus to die. So, Pilate had a decision to make. But Pilate said, "I can't find anything wrong with this man, Jesus." And so, he took a bowl and he washed his hands in front of everybody. And he said, "I want nothing to do with this, because I don't think Jesus has done anything wrong to deserve to die." No. But then, at the time of Passover, Barney, which we've talked about in a previous chapter, Pilate was allowed to release a prisoner to the people, to go free. And there was another prisoner like Jesus, but he was a bad man, and his name was Barabbas. In fact, he was a murderer, Barney. Now, murder is somebody who's killed somebody. That's bad, isn't it? Now, so Pilate said to the crowd, I am able to release somebody to you now, to go free. Would you like Jesus or Barabbas? Now, the Jews from the other court, they stirred all the crowd up to say, we want Barabbas, Barabbas, Barabbas. Oh dear. So, and Pilate said, what shall we do about Jesus? He's a good man, wasn't he? He's a good man. That's right. And the crowd said, crucify him, crucify him. Oh dear. So, I'm afraid, Barney, that is what happened. Pilate let Barabbas go free, and he sent Jesus to die. I told you it was sad, didn't I? But what else did I tell you about the Easter story? It's going to be happy at the end. Yes, so we'll have to wait and see about the happy ending, won't we? Did you enjoy that story? Now, shall we wave goodbye to the boys and girls until next time? Bye, boys and girls. See you next time.
His name is Barney, Barney, the nicest bear you ever could meet. Barney, Barney, he'll wave